Speaker Pelosi and our Democrat majority see a tidal wave approaching on the horizon, so they're working rapidly to try to get out of Washington as quickly as possible. I remember the old joke about your property and your money is never safe when the legislature's in session. That's certainly true with Pelosi and Reed's Congress. Your property and your money is not safe while they're in session. So it's a good thing that I expect Congress to adjourn very quickly, probably at the end of next week at the latest. We could even see Congress adjourn at the end of this week because of their frantic anxiety about this approaching tidal wave in this election. They're all trying to get home as quickly as possible. So we may see the Congress in session only for a couple of days this week. They may take up something as simple as what they call a continuing resolution, a bill to continue to keep the government open at least through Thanksgiving, perhaps through Christmas Eve. Now, we as conservatives are working hard to force, as best we can, Pelosi and the majority to give us a vote to prevent this massive tax increase from going into effect on January 1st. The 10-year tax cuts expire January 1st, and as constitutional conservatives, we're pressing hard to ensure that those tax cuts stay in place. If the Democrat majority does nothing, then everyone's taxes are going up dramatically on January 1st. Well, it would be the largest tax increase in American history. We can't let it happen. We've got to do everything we can to prevent these tax increases from going into effect, as they will automatically unless Congress acts. So we've got several things on the agenda that we've got to stay focused on right now. One, making sure that Speaker Pelosi and this majority pass legislation to prevent taxes from going up on anyone. We have to extend the 10-year tax cuts to everyone who's currently covered. Personally, I want to see the capital gains tax go to zero, everyone's tax rates cut, the corporate tax rate cut. That's the best way to stimulate job growth and make sure that America gets back on track to prosperity and a balanced budget. Cut spending. Spending has got to be cut dramatically along with big tax cuts. But that's for after Election Day, depending on how that turns out. For now, we will see, I think, there's a good chance Congress will be adjourned, certainly by the end of next week, and even a possibility will be done this week in just passing a bill to keep the government, keep the lights on in the federal government until later this year. I'll give you another update later this week or first part of next week, but in the meantime, thank you so much for hiring me to represent you in West Houston.